I'm Andrew from the Xbox Fans channel on YouTube and GamingFreaks.com. Finally here with a review and a comparison between the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. One thing to note before we start off here is I am using this original version of the PlayStation 3 mainly because the PlayStation Slim is not really worth it, but I go into that on more detailed versions of my videos on my channel and on GamingFreaks.com. So I'm going to be using this one also because more people will have this one, and these ones, the price on these have just plummeted through the ground on the internet, mainly because of the Slim coming out. So a lot of people will be getting this one, but I will be going over the different features for the PlayStation, the Slim and this one on both the PlayStation side. Now the first thing I want to mention is I have also done a review and a comparison on these two controllers. They're on my channel, so I'm not going to dive too much into the controller layout here much. But now the first thing I want to talk about is probably the most discussed, the most one used in a console war to decide which console is truly better, is the online play. The PlayStation 3 has the PlayStation Network, while the Xbox 360 has Xbox Live. Both of them are exceptional services that get the job done. But the PlayStation 3's PlayStation Network just does not compare to the 360's. It's confusing, hard to use, and it just doesn't feel like what you should be getting. But keep in mind, it is free, so you definitely get what you pay for. You get a free service on the PlayStation Network. Now, the Xbox 360's Xbox Live is very exceptional, and it feels great. It's easy to use. You can do more things on it. It's more compatible with parties and things like that. You can jump into more detailed reviews on my channel about the Xbox Live versus the PlayStation Network that will be coming out soon. Anyhow, Xbox Live does cost a little under $5 a month, and which equals up to about $50 a year. But it is definitely worth it. You can tell the difference right away. It feels good, it looks good, and definitely the winner of an online service goes to the Xbox Live. No doubt, the 360's Xbox Live is an exceptional service that just brings you to greatness. Now, accessories. On the accessories, the PlayStation 3, if you look here, I'm using the 40 gigabyte model here, and it does not open here. But on other PlayStation 3s, it opens, and there's a card slot that goes in there for, the basic cards that you'd have from cameras, pictures, and other things like that. But on the PlayStation Slim, it is not there. Also, on the side here, both on the PlayStation Slim and this version of the PlayStation 3 are USB cables at the bottom. There are 4 on the any console above the 40 gig console of the PlayStation 3. Also, it does have on the back here, you can see of the PlayStation 3, there's your cables to plug the color cords into. You have an HDMI out cable. You have an Ethernet cable, which is rarely used, mainly because it has built-in Wi-Fi. Now, that's a definite thing that I'm going to have to bring up about the Xbox 360. With the Xbox 360, you are limited and stuck with this, an Ethernet cable. While you can get them free from your internet service provider, you also have to have a modem nearby to plug them into. It plugs in right here on the back of the Xbox 360. It plugs in right there into there, and you have to stretch it, of course, to your modem from your service provider, which can make a pretty long cable. Or you have the option of getting a router, but that can be anywhere from $20 to $100, depending on where and how you buy it. Now, next part is memory. The PlayStation 3's memory is located also on the PlayStation 3 Slim. All models of the PlayStation 3 have a little hatch like this that opens, and you have to use a screwdriver, and you can pull it out, and you can replace it with different memory. Don't have to just go with certain hard drives like the Xbox 360. You can replace it with some pretty big memory, hard drives. But that is a problem when it comes to versing the 360s, mainly because right here is an HDD hard drive on the top of the 360 here. There's an HDD hard drive that pops up right like this and comes out. And the good thing about this is you can take your downloaded games and share it with a friend, or take your your Xbox Live profile and share it with a friend. Also, excuse me, it has options. Well, this one can use memory cards in here. It's a lot easier to use one like this. This is a 256 megabyte. Well, these can be expensive, up to $50 each, depending on how much memory. They're definitely easier to use. And for instance, I keep my gamer tag, profile stuff, everything, even themes on this, and only use the hard drive for completely my storage for games, downloads, demos, and stuff like that. Now, one thing I didn't mention with the online is also the Xbox 360 has this on the bottom where you can plug in a wired headset, which fits over your head quite prettily. I don't know if that's a word, prettily or not, but it does, and it's a lot easier than this one because, as you can see, there's nothing down there. For one reason, the analog sticks are too big to possibly fit something down there. But there is something here. You're mainly stuck with a Bluetooth headset, which can cost quite a lot, and you don't have a normal version of this. You can buy third-party ones to plug into here, but the Xbox 360 itself comes with this. The Elite especially comes with this for free, and with this one you're stuck with a Bluetooth headset. Now, being Bluetooth, it really makes no difference, as you can get a wireless headset on here and here. The fact that it's Bluetooth makes no difference whatsoever. But both controllers are very exceptional, very good looking. Both of them get the job done. This one has 6-axis in it, which is pretty fun to go like this on games like Motorsport and, MotorStorm, excuse me, and, Little Big Planet, make his head move like this, which is kind of, interesting, but not the best. Next is Blu-ray discs and videos. The PlayStation 3, all of the games, from movies to anything, is Blu-ray. It fits on the Blu-ray disc, which is in these cases that you slide in simply right there, and you'll just put it in and eat it in. Where the Xbox 360 uses normal discs, and you have to press this button here when it's powered on, plugged in, and this tray comes out, and it puts it in there. And it's a mechanical one instead of this. So, but, movies, Blu-ray movies, they look great. But also, Microsoft has come back to Blu-ray movies and put Netflix built in on Xbox Live. Netflix that does pretty high HD. It's not as high as Blu-ray. It's pretty darn close though, and you have tons of titles for free. You can also rent HD movies, which just look a smidge bit different. Excuse me. And the best part of it is, all of them, no downloading movies onto here. You're not going to have to download them to your hard drive anymore. They play instantly. Well, on this one, if you buy anything from the marketplace, you're still going to have to download it, and it does take quite a lot of time. Now, also, if you look closely here, the PlayStation 3, the original version, is a little bit bulkier and bigger than this one, but I don't want to go into too much of a comparison thing here. Now,